What's up, YouTube? That's your boy Big U back with another boom before the tune. So I'm back, y'all, with a little check-in. Plus, I also want to send a shout out to the rest of my Houstonians. I live in Houston now, and we just made it through the hurricane. So I just want to send a salute out to the rest of y'all, man. My family did good, and I hope y'all doing well. It was kind of tough. We had no lights for a while, but only the strong survive. So I'm going to just jump right into the message today. And I got notes again because I'm not a professional and I'm not experienced with this like other people, but my messages do come from God. I believe that in my heart. I meditate on it. I take notes through the week and I write them down. And so let's get started. Today we're going to talk about heartbreak and ego debt. Debt equals to healing. Healing is necessary in loving yourself, in caring for yourself, and moving on to the next chapter in our life. So today we're going to talk about the difference between heartbreak and ego debt. To me, heartbreak comes from things that you put a lot of passion into, things that we put a lot of emotions into, and even physical efforts into. And for example, that could be friendships, that could be marriages, and that could be careers. You know, we put a lot into those things, and when they don't go our way, our ego kick in. So that's the difference between the two. We use our ego to keep us from suffering from the heartbreak. But the heartbreak is necessary and the ego debt is necessary for us to heal and move on. So it's like when we start experiencing the heartbreak in different situations, our ego kicks in. Now, our ego comes from in your spirit, when you know, like that survival mode, it kicks in. But if your heart and your ego is not aligned, we become unbalanced. So your ego is way up here, trying not to suffer from the heartbreak, but both of them is necessary. So we have to learn to kill that ego. Our spirit and our heart can align with each other. Because if not, then our minds be all clouded. You don't know what's your purpose, what's the answer. We start misjudging, misunderstanding, and cause a whole bunch more conflict in our life. And you end up in a karmic cycle that's even harder to get out of when you started this journey. So in order to accomplish this, where your heart and your spirit align, and so your mind can unclear, you have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to understand that putting people, places, and things before you will cause you to suffer heartbreak, and it will ignite your ego to take over. Now, once you start loving yourself and understanding that is necessary to put yourself first before the marriage, before the friendship, and before the career. You have to put yourself first because your ego is going to override everything and you stay trapped. So from my experience, when I started loving myself and accepting the heartbreak, supernaturally, my ego started lowering down and I started aligning. And now I can hear God. I can understand my voice and separate it from God's voice, or separate it from, believe me, there is evil entities that be whispering at us. They don't just come in spirit form either. They come in people form. Everybody has experienced that. Devil is in the flesh. So once we start facing our fears, our ego lowers. And now we can see clearly what's next in our life. And that brings healing. Knowing that we don't have to do it all ourselves. We can supernaturally do things without doing things. And I'm telling you, it starts from self-love. I love myself. Now I can love y'all. And I truly, truly wish y'all the best on your journey. I'm doing me. Do you. I'll be back.